A few years ago, the Pew Research Center conducted a rather remarkable poll. They asked the American people a very simple but profound question. Do you think that life for people like you is better or worse today than it was 50 years ago? In other words, whether you are middle class or working class, low income or wealthy, is life better or worse today than it was for someone like you 50 years ago? Almost 60% of people said that life for someone like them was better 50 years ago than today. What's going on here? How does that happen? Now, I don't have all the answers, but let me give you a few thoughts as to why I think people responded the way they did. Number one, a lot of it has to do with economics. And let me give you a personal example, if I might. I grew up in a working class community in Brooklyn, New York, and lived in a small rent-controlled apartment. My father didn't make much money, and our family lived paycheck to paycheck. But here's what we also experienced. I recently did some back-of-the-envelope calculations, and if I'm not mistaken, my family paid something like 18% of our limited income on housing. 18%. Do you know anybody today who pays 18%? I doubt it. More likely, people are paying 40, 50% or even more, which means that they have less money available for other basic necessities. Further, my older brother went to a very fine public college, Brooklyn College, and do you know what he paid in tuition? How much did he pay to go to college? $0. He lived at home a few miles away from school, which meant that he was able to get a very good quality higher education for free. And by the way, if one of us got sick, believe it or not, there was a neighborhood doctor, and as often as not, that doctor would make a house call, check up on the family. Further, and this is really interesting to note, in my neighborhood, in my household, and in fact, in most communities throughout America, 50, 60 years ago, the reality was that one person in the family could earn enough money to pay the bills. Think about it.